Green-skinned coconut that brims sweet water like an eye, resolved to hold its tears. Green, not brown, because there is more than one stage of coconut. In Nima, I stand by the coconut cart, lips to its open eye. They don't have straws like they do in Osu, Oxford Street, a road as congested as London Oxford Street, where a coconut is a £6.50 event, marked with a selfie pouting African lips for the gram, a tourist experience for the city dwellers. But I'm a tourist in this city too, gulping down coconut water, drinking in every sight and sense of Accra because we only have a week this time. And if the country doesn't drip down my chin, I'm afraid I might forget where I came from. When I'm done and the cool fruit has cried down my throat, I hand the coconut back to the young man, whose nose doesn't point at mine but spreads to hug his cheekbones, and I say, Madasi, why? Madasi, that's all. Because when it comes to tree and Ewe, each apple fell a little further from the tree. From Yoruba, we have only pips, stalks, and wide eyes. He hacks the coconut apart, broken in three: Ghana, Nigeria, Britain. And I use one country to scoop the flesh out of another, and I eat so full of coconut that I must be an eye, resolved to hold its tears, so full of place, yet still irksomely hungry. Thank you. Okay, so this next poem, I wrote about beauty cyberbullying. I was asked to write about beauty cyberbullying when like a lot of young girls have been taking down their pictures because of the comments they get online. And that's sort of shaming them into being ashamed of how they look and what they want to do with makeup. So this is a response to that. I will not be deleted. No matter how strong your hate or how intense your jealousy, I don't have time for flaming, no energy for enemies. Me and my tribe are more than pixels. Our beauty's too big for your screen. We're high-defined, heart sublime, original warrior queens. We make swords out of eyeliner wings, slay every hate word in the DMs. We fuel up on positive things. Rumors turn to dust when we see them. We take the ink from insults and use it as mascara. We take bad days and bad vibes that think that they can scar us to make something new, to make something healing. It's with love and with honesty that words find their meaning. Comments can't keep me down when my future is gleaming and my heart is full of colors. I'm authentic and free, and I will never be ashamed to be me. Thank you. Like the most amazing audience. Oh my god.
You're making me cry, child.
Oh. Thank you. Okay, this next one, I actually wrote it in response to a song called The World Is Yours by Nas. Yeah, so this is The World Is Yours. She's having a car boot sale on black clouds, the kind that plume heavy and follow. So even when the sun is high, it's too dark to see tomorrow. This humbling, she's selling for $1 and a dream, so kids born in affliction can choose a new theme. Some say they saw her in Nabesale, wrapped in keffiyeh in the foot of her house, throwing punches at a black cloud in uniform, armed with rubber, metal, and gas. Limbs and stones are all she has, but is not a victim. She is a witness of men grinding the land like spices, split apart, a scattered people scattering people, or kettling them to a crumb of their home, cattle herding to a corner with no space to roam. She says no. A windstorm in her fist, she cries, I was born a daughter of Palestine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Some say they saw her in the Amazon of Ecuador, flame red across her cheeks, with Waorani women blazing through their canvas of green and brown, anything but weak. While dark clouds slick as oil try mining into ancient soil to kill the landscape, matar la cultura, she will not give up land that is viva y pura. While their greed breaks through the acres, she won't stand benign, she fights, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. And was that her behind a fortress of papers in London, trying to decode decades of documents and prove her grandparents' right to live in the country they grew up in and raise their kids, brought in a whirlwind with the windrush and heady dreams to give everything to the foggy city. But hostile environments for immigrants mean they're not home in the only place they've ever truly known. Britishness given and taken away on a whim. Smog clouds in the system, but she's fighting to win. No more using and shipping away, not this time. I know this place. I know what's mine. That's her. Always making a deal with the sky on these dark clouds that plume heavy and follow. Pushing her out or closing her in at the doors. But whose world is this? The world is yours. Okay, I want to do two more poems. This next one is going back to Ghana, and this is about my great aunt. We call her Dada Agnes. Dada in my mum's language means mother. So the last time I saw her before she died was after my grandma's funeral. So all the women in my family walked through the village wearing the same cloth. Funerals in Ghana are a bit of a celebration, they're an event. So we were walking through and greeting all of the elders, and this was about this moment of togetherness, love, and mourning. The mother of our 4 generations steps out onto the orange path as herons grace lagoons filled with sunset. She carries decades of wisdom in her patterned drapery. Looking in her eyes is looking into me. Don't cry, she says. Just pray. Every day could be our last day, and we live breathing in the echo of the words we say. She takes my hand, though she must not remember me, a child of Elsie's Elsie, but I love her through the ropes of legacy. I love her like the song of destiny has called me here, to her line. Mourn quick, then smile, because the slot for life is fine. Time pockets our chances with every beat of a heart. We might drop out of this world before we learn who we are. But our mother shines, our mother knows that we are vast and holy homes, and there are diamonds in the floorboards of our souls. Thank you. Okay, this will be my last poem, and it's called Box. I am the bougie plantain skewers and sweet chili dip chicks. The 3rd generation, more lost than the 2nd, but free enough to write poems about it. I am the girls who wear Ankara head wraps to work that dazzle Jane and Paul from HR. I'm the black girls who've never seen African soil, have never run on golden sand, the girls whose homeland is just a figment of their imagination or just the pigment in their skin. And I'm the girls who go back home all the time, the ones who basically live there too. The African village girls, the African city girls, the African queen of a town in Kumasi as big as Harlesden girls. I'm the natural hair movement sisters, the Bantu knot flat twisters, the our hair is versatile, relax and weave, the I paid for this hair so it's mine, best believe. I'm the don't touch my hair. I'm the whip it back and forth in my living room, hijab in the street honeys, I'm the melanin mummies, I'm the fuse and whiz kid shocky shakers, the rock and K-pop fans, the showing off but it's alright drakers, I'm the music is harams. I'm the post-colonial studies, the gotta make that money, the black business, black love, black girl magic, black don't crack chanters, I'm the do I still count as black, African girls, my parents are African, I'm British girls, I am the lost my mother tongue in a burgundy book. A Brexit softback that is changing its colours. This country changes its colours to us every season, rejecting its own children. Us apple crumble super malt sippers, us silver hoop socks and slippers, us multi-heritage, polyglots, us loud, us feisty, us sassy, us not. Us who tick, black, British, dash, African, a square smaller than a fingernail that our persons are layered into. I am just trying to pull back the skin of that like an onion to find out what's inside. This one bulb of the earth will make thousands of recipes. Thank you.